Justin was just always very sweet and very supportive, and it was such a big task to take on, doing this scope of a film, and also the way he shot it, to shoot it digitally. And he also has a very unique way of shooting. The camera will often be in like another room or like miles away, and you don't even see it. So it's interesting because it almost feels like theater sometimes. You're sort of performing and you're not really aware of like if it's on you or not, and it's good because it makes you really sort of unself-conscious. Well, Scarlett Johansson plays Mary, and I was just so excited to get to work with her. I've been a huge fan of her since we were kids, and it's so rare to get the opportunity to work with someone your age, and particularly another woman your age, that I think both of us were sort of thrilled at the prospect of, working with a peer. And it was amazing. She's such a wonderful actress, and maybe my best scene partner ever. Like, she's just was really in it with me, and I felt, that we really had a connection. Like, between scenes and stuff, we would keep it, just locked, and we would have this sort of rapport that was really, really gave you focus when everything around you is, they're shifting scenes and lighting, scenery and lighting, and, people are moving around and talking, and you've got this sort of focus with this person. Eric Bana is just a pleasure to be around. I mean, he's just such a fun and funny person. And he's also such an amazing actor. I mean, I was so excited that he agreed to be in the film because, between Munich and Chopper, and I just think he's supremely talented. And it was great, too, because he's physically so much bigger than Scarlett and I, that I think it creates a really good visual on screen of this sort of imposing figure and these two little, like, elves who sort of ruin his world, I guess it's about two young women who are trying to figure out how to fulfill the sort of promise that their parents set out for them and that their parents prescribed for them. It's a rare opportunity to see, two great roles for actresses where they're sort of fighting it out. And it's not really over a guy. Like, it seems to be over a guy who happens to be the king, but it's really about a power struggle between sisters, between women, and within themselves, too, I think, within the image of themselves, about, what kind of person they want to be and what kind of person they want other people to look at them as. It was really great getting to work on location. I'd never really been into the English countryside before. I had only been to London, and it's such a different world, and it's very sort of mystical almost. And it was also funny because a lot of the original houses you can't use anymore because they've been redone. I mean, even if it was redone in the 19th century, it's still too modern for this period. So we had really, really old locations, and it was just great to be, hear the same creak in the floor that they might have heard.